Donald Trump is all about peace, all about business, all about making the economy better. Now it's like a third world country. Now they try to put the opponent who run for the election in jail. They put him to jail, automatically he become the president.
For sure. People are waking up.
People waking up.
Yeah.
Because if they can do this to him, what they can do to us?
Yeah, for real. They can put the president in jail. We're just easy.
For sure.
All right, guys. We got Ali Abdelaziz here today. Thanks for coming on, man.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, one of the best in the business. It's an honor.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you've probably got the most impressive roster I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's just a lot of hard work and dedication.
Yeah. I'd love to hear how you got there. Who was that first big client for you?
Honestly, I was still fighting, and I was training at this Renzo Gracie gym in New York. And before that, I trained with Greg Jackson. And George St. Pierre came there, and he's like, hey, come to New York, train with me there. And I went there, and I kind of liked it and stayed. And I was just training and fighting a little bit. A lot of people doesn't know I have some professional fights.
Yeah.
And I started kind of helping guys around the gym with like all the Gracie boys, like Igor Gracie, Hollis Gracie, Gregor Gracie. And after that, Frankie Edgar was coming to the gym a lot. And at the time, he was a UFC champion. And at the same time, Renzo said, hey, I want to fight back. I want to fight. And I think Renzo have a fight in the UFC. And he fought in Abu Dhabi in 2010. Right after I started working with Frankie Edgar, he was my first kind of big client.
Wow.
And we was training together for like a year, you know, and honestly, without Renzo, Gracie, and Frankie, I wouldn't be here because he take a lot of risk with me because I never managed anybody who's relevant. And that's how the whole thing started.
And then from there, look at who you have now, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, your results speak for itself. I think that's why people stick with you.
Yeah, man. Listen, I at the end of the day, it's like management, like marriage, you know. I don't really manage. I don't recruit. You know, like I never really recruit. It's kind of all the word of mouth.
Wow.
You know, gym talk, guys talk to each other. They say if somebody do right by you, you do right by him. And I've been working with people I want to work with, and they want to work with me. You know,
right.
It's not like a forced relationship.
That's good. So integrity is important to you.
And it's, you know, we sign a contract, we keep going, and sometimes I don't even re-sign a second contract. And, you know,
wow.
Like guys, like I've been with Kamaru 10 years, Khabib 10 years, Islam Makhachev 10 years, Henry's almost 10 years. I've been Kayla Harrison almost 10 years. And guys who's the best in the business, and they can leave anytime they want. There's no paper, but, you know, the relationship is good. The trust is there. The respect is there. And I just, it's been an awesome experience. And after almost 20 years now being a manager, but I'm still hungry. Every morning I wake up, I want to do something. You know, I'm still hungry. I'm still driving. And, you know, being a martial artist too, I think this is big part of it, you know. And I'm grateful.
I love that drive. A lot of fighters have issues with their managers, and they swap managers pretty often, right?
Yeah, it's happen every day.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think a lot of the managers, some of them mean well, you know, and they make a lot of promises they can't keep. Like one of the things I sign people, I don't make any promises. And that's the first thing I say. I'm not going to make any promise. But every morning I wake up, I'm going to try to do the best I can. And I will have my guys back 100%. They have my back 100%. Anything they need, I got them. Anything I need, I got them. It's a mutual relationship.
Yeah. Have your clients ever had to fight each other?
Yeah, actually, Henry Cejudo fought Marlon Moraes for the UFC title.
Oh,
and
that must have been tough for you to watch, right?
I didn't even go to the fight. I just choose not to go to the fight. Kamaru Usman fought Gilbert Burns for a UFC title.
Oh, wow.
And Khabib fought Justin Gaethje for a UFC title. I believe I'm the only manager in the business have 3 guys or even 2 guys fight each other. For
that's crazy.
It's just you know, it proved I represent best fighter in the world, hands down. You know, the last 3 pound for pound fighters in the sport was Kamaru, Khabib. Retired, Kamaru become the pound for pound number 1. Now it's Islam pound for pound number 1.
Right. Yeah. And Islam's dominating right now.
Islam is, you know, I think he's good everywhere, man. He's the best fighter in the world today.
Wow.
In all combat sports, in any sport, he's the most dominant. He finishes guys. And even if people compare him to John Jones, right?
Yeah.
Last 4 years, John Jones fought 1 time. Islam fought 9 times. They both last 9 fights. Islam have 7 finishes, 2 decisions. John Jones have 7 decisions, 2 finishes.
Wow.
And I know Dana was saying John is pound for pound, maybe one of the greatest of all the time, but right now Islam is the pound for pound king right now.
Yeah, he's in his prime right now. I feel like John Jones is past his prime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know that about
He's
this.
still good. But,
Still good, yeah.
But, he's a great fighter, but I think Islam right now is on a different level.
Yeah. Who do you got winning the upcoming fights? McGregor and Chandler?
I got Chandler.
You got Chandler?
Yeah. If it happened.
If it happens, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if it happened. But, I think Chandler.
Okay.
He's more dedicated. I think his wrestling, if you fought smart, he should win.
What about Jamal Hill and Carlos Ulberg?
Honestly, it's an interesting fight. The best guy in this division is not Alex Pereira. It's Magomed Ankalaev. He's on a 10-fight winning streak. And, Alex Pereira now is kind of protected. He's become a little bit of a star. And the UFC and I understand it. It's a business and they protect it. But the best light heavyweight in the world today is Magomed Ankalaev. He's on the same level as Khabib, and he's on the same level of Islam. He's on the same level.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Is he the champ right now?
He's not the champ. He's on a 10-fight winning streak, but he haven't got a title shot yet.
Dang, what rank is he right now?
He's number 2.
Oh, so he's about to get one soon then.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this.
Sometimes a little bit politics.
Right, because John's been injured, and I don't know who the champ is right now, but...
Pereira.
Oh, Pereira's? Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Who's he fighting next?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. How much decision or how much control do you have in who you fight? Do you get to pick?
It's a 50-50 between me and the UFC. Like sometimes they want us to fight somebody. Sometimes we say yes. Sometimes we say no. Sometimes we request to fight people, and sometimes they say yes. Sometimes the other opponent they said no. It's a matchmaker job.
Yeah.
In the UFC have honestly some great matchmaker. Guy named Sean Shelby and a gentleman named Mick Maynard. They both actually. They martial artists, they did martial art. I think May got some fights or kickboxing fight. And, a lot of the boxing and stuff like that, all those promoters, they never box. But now that's why the UFC is the best, or the MMA is the best, because a lot of the people who work, they actually competed or fought or they trained. Right,
yeah. Khabib started his own league too, right?
Huh?
Khabib?
Yeah, he have his own league. It's a little bit down now because, Russia and sanctions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And Daniel Cormier is still pretty active in the business. So you're right. A lot of the fighters end up working on the business after too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, boxing. I'd rather watch UFC personally than boxing.
Oh, for sure. It's a system. It's as consistent as the show from the first fight to the last fight. It's great, And it's good, And big fight. Even McGregor and Chandler. McGregor I don't think he's any good. But people still going to tune in. And still going to do big numbers, right?
You don't think he's good?
No, I think he's trash.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
McGregor?
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
I think he's trash.
What about in his prime, though?
He was good.
Yeah.
But, he's just, I don't like him as a person. I don't respect him as a person. I think he's a piece of
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good person.
Yeah. I mean, you can't deny that after some incidents.
Yeah, it's about action, Like sometimes just... These guys fighters, they go there and this whole thing goes Khabib and talk about his father and about his wife and about his family, about his religion, nation. And that's why, we don't like this guy. And if we see him anywhere, it'll probably be a problem.
Wow. Yeah, that one got personal. I remember that fight.
It was always going to be, it's not over.
Oh, it's still not over?
No, of course not.
Wow. So you hold grudges.
I don't hold grudges. He created a grudge.
I love that mindset.
When you created a grudge, you have come out and apologize for it, or you get dealt with.
He never apologized?
No.
Even after the fight?
He never apologized. No.
Wow. That chokeout seemed personal.
He still talk every fight.
But that's a lot of marketing too, I think.
It doesn't matter. You just at the end of the day, you can market so much, but you have to have integrity. You have to have level of respect of other people, ethnicity, religions, family. You never bring family in business. Don't bring family, don't bring religious. It's not good. Just talk about him as much as you want. There's no problem. Talk. You can say whatever you want, but talk. How are you gonna bring somebody's father or wife or mother? It's just a low trash.
Yeah.
McGregor's low. He's trash.
He's had the biggest fall off I've seen in the UFC space, I'd say.
He's still a star. People still buy the hype. But at the end of the day, if you fight Islam Makhachev, you finish him in a round or two.
That's that quick, you think?
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
He's not. It wouldn't even be a close.
Damn.
It won't even be a close fight.
Yeah. I feel like his style is the sport's evolved so much, right? His style's not as effective.
It evolved. In a way, listen, at the end of the day, he was well matched. He had the right opponents. But when he fought guys like Khabib, he destroyed him.
That was 4 rounds though, right?
Yeah, but Khabib molded him every round. He beat him. It's easy Khabib can beat. Khabib said this. I could have finished him in the first round.
Really?
He just kept punishing him.
He wanted it to drag on.
Yeah, for sure. To drag on, just to make him suffer.
That's funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Who was his toughest opponent? Did he ever tell you?
Who?
Khabib.
Man, honestly, Khabib, he's the only fighter in UFC history. He's never been dropped, never been cut, never have a bloody nose.
No cut?
Never been. I watched this man spar for 10 years. I never see him lose a round in training.
Holy crap.
I never see him lost a tap to nobody. He's this dominant, man. He's the most dominant fighter in history.
Wow.
For sure.
That's crazy.
For sure.
So he never had any problems.
No.
Damn.
He's different. He's never going to be at that second Khabib.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be tough. I mean, he was undefeated. That doesn't happen these days.
No.
Even Sean O'Malley has a loss, right? Sugar Sean. He's already got a loss on his belt.
Yeah, and he will lose again.
You think so? Because he's ranked. He's a champ now, right?
He's the champ. But you got Khabib's little brother coming up.
So he's going to have troubles with him, you think?
He will have problems.
You training him too?
He's part of the team, man.
Oh, God.
18-0.
You got a recipe, man. You got a formula.
Undefeated. He's the next big star.
Wow.
From this region.
How do you pick who you take on?
Man, it's just this Dagestan region, when 10 years ago, nobody want to touch this region. And I started helping guys out to bring him to the U.S. to fight. And now everybody jumping on it, but it's a little bit too late for some people.
Right. What makes that region so tough, you think?
I think this, history, so many wars. Dagestan is 3 million people. It's have more Olympic champion there in freestyle wrestling than anywhere in the world.
Wow.
You know this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You grew up in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm going there next month.
Yeah?
With Billy Carson, yeah.
Who's Billy Carson?
He's like a spiritual guy. He's taking me on a tour of the pyramids and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I'm excited, dude. I heard it's a little dangerous, but...
No.
No?
Egypt, no, man, it's safe.
Okay.
They are American, they love Americans there.
Oh, yeah?
But you just go in the wrong time, it's going to be so hot there.
When's the right time then, you think?
Between October to like April.
I think we're scheduled October 5th.
October is okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited, man.
Yeah, it's good.
How's the food out there?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, Georges St. Pierre went there, and I take care of him when he's there. He have the best time.
Oh, I love that.
Khabib was there too. Last year, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did you move over here?
I was almost 18 years old.
Okay, so
I was part of the Egyptian national team. They have some tournament, U.S. Open. I met a guy by name Eddie Lady, who's the Olympic coach at the time. And he's like, hey, you want to stay? And I just stayed. I stayed and I began training at the Olympic Training Center, Colorado Springs, and working on the side, helping my family.
Yeah.
And this is how I began.
Was this for soccer or for fighting?
Judo.
Oh, judo.
Yeah.
Because I know you played soccer too.
Sometimes I play soccer.
Yeah, I did my research.
Sometimes.
Okay, so you got into fighting early though.
Mm-hmm.
You got into judo early.
Yeah, I was 5 years old.
5? Yeah. Wow. Was your dad a judo expert?
No, my older cousin was a national champion, and I started he took me with him, and I started training.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I saw you and Donald Trump had a photo together.
Yeah, man, he's the best, man. He's gonna be in Vegas tomorrow. I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Yeah, at the Ahern, right?
I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of hate for supporting him?
I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care what people think. I think this man is he's. I know a lot of people know him. Then I know him really well. The guy always keep his word. He's very kind. He's very witty. He's smart. Look at the economy. The average oil gas prices was $2.
Right.
Now it's $4.50. The average home is 300,000. Now his average home is like 450,000.
Yeah.
Everything has become so much more. Since Joe Biden took office in the last 4 years, got 13 million illegal immigrant. When Donald Trump was the president, it was 1.7 million.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? It's
10x.
This is 13 million more than a lot of country population. People come here, and people a lot of say, I'm Muslim. I'm devout Muslim. I believe in Allah, and I believe in God. In just the period, and people said he doesn't like Muslims. I didn't know this. I found out his son-in-law, who married Tiffany Trump, he's Lebanese. And he have Sean Jared Kushner, he married to Ivanka. He's Jewish, right? And how you think you don't like Arabs or Muslims or Middle Eastern, you marry your son to one. Right? You know what I'm saying? And I think just people don't like this man because he's not a politician. He doesn't fit in the circle.
Right.
But Donald Trump is a very sincere man, See, the whole thing is going on. He's the only president over 4 years, U.S. president, did not went to war with any Muslim nation, with any nation at all. There was no war in 4 years. It was peace. He got all the troops back from Iraq. He got all the troops back from Afghanistan. And how are you going to compare him now? You have war in Ukraine. You have Israel people, 40,000 people dying. And when Khabib met him, said, "Hey," Khabib told him, "I know you're going to stop this war." And Donald Trump immediately. And I truly believe, I know a lot of people around him. Donald Trump is all about peace. He's all about business, all about making the economy better. You know what I'm saying? He's a great human being. And I know people know him for 20 years. He treats him really well.
Wow.
He's very, very kind man,
Yeah.
And look, man, now it's like a third world country. Now they try to put the opponent who ran for the election in jail. This is like,
he got convicted.
It's crazy.
33 felonies or something.
It's crazy, but honestly, they put him to jail, automatically he become the president.
For sure.
For sure.
People are waking up. Yeah.
Because if they can do this to him, what they can do to us?
Yeah, for real. They can put the president in jail. We're just easy.
For sure.
I mean, damn. Yeah, I saw that video of him and Khabib, though. He really looked genuine about his answer.
100%. He's a very genuine man. He's a very good man. His kids is great. He's everybody around him is good people, And his son-in-law is Michael. He's a Lebanese guy, and his father. They're very wealthy people. I think they're billionaires. You meet these people, they act like they one of the most humblest people you could ever meet.
Yeah,
him and his father, right? And in a way, you cannot tell me. I experienced dealing with these people, talking to them. You understand? And it's just that Donald Trump is the right guy for this country, man. The economy was better. The border was secure. There was no war, And American taxpayer was not sending $140 billion to Ukraine for a war. The U.S. have nothing to do with.
Yeah, they just saw what the president of Ukraine was spending it on. Did you see this? He's been buying luxury cars and luxury resorts and all this crap.
He's a punk.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're literally giving tax dollars to that.
Your money and money, my kids' college fund is all going to these people.
Yep, I just paid $300K in tax. That's going to that. Crazy, man. It's going to the Ukraine president who I don't really support, and he's paying for cars and houses.
I know people from Ukraine, they have parties, they but listen, the war is serious now, But, Donald Trump, North Korea, he visited North Korea president. He was have a relationship with Putin, with all this president. It was peace. With the Middle East, he was respected. We're respected. Right now, the United States is not well respected because it's not represented well, And this is what it was the Middle East was the peace treaty between Israel and Palestine, right?
Yeah.
The Abraham Accord, right? Everybody was happy. Donald Trump did this. But now he left, this peace treaty went to the garbage.
Yep. President can barely stand up.
For sure.
Let alone give a speech.
Sure.
I see videos all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Of him falling. I can't believe he's president.
I don't. It's time for a change.
Yeah. Every time Trump goes to a UFC event, standing applause.
Oh, yeah. Did you go to UFC event?
Yeah.
Sometime?
Every time I'm there, he gets applauded.
When the last time you go to UFC event?
It's been like a year, maybe.
A year.
Yeah, there's one coming up, right? this month.
June 29.
Yeah, 304. Yeah, I might try to get to that one. I've been to the Power Slap too. Have you been to that yet?
Yeah, Power Slap's great.
You like Power Slap?
Yeah. Power Slap. Did you go there?
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't like it because the fighters think it's kind of funny.
No, it's cool. Anything Dana White does, I support. He's my guy. He's been there for me since day one.
That's loyalty.
If he have a league like Jumping Jack, I'll support him. He's a good guy. He's very genuine. And normally promoter and manager don't have a good relationship, right? But I know what Dana White does behind closed door and what the things he helps, what the things he does. You understand? And on a personal level, I love him and I respect him. Sometimes business we don't see eye to eye, but this is business.
Yeah.
You can agree on everything in life, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of promoters have issues with managers, especially in boxing.
For sure.
That's
I got no issue with nobody.
I love it, man.
I'm Switzerland.
Any upcoming fights you guys are focused on right now?
Yeah, man. You got Umar, Habib's brother, fighting Corey Sanhagen. Main event August 3rd.
Nice.
You got Kayla Harrison. She just come over to the UFC. She's probably gonna fight for the #1 contender match. So many fights, brother, left and right. It's a lot of big fights coming up.
Are all your fighters in Vegas?
No, they're all over around the world, man.
So how do you train them?
I'm the manager. I train some of the guys who here. I train them, but I'm not a coach. But a lot of the guys who I manage, I train.
Got it.
But I just do it because just out of love and just to respect him and just give him some knowledge. I learned from someone.
Man, you are a legend in the sport, dude, and you're so young too. But you still have that fire in you. It's impressive.
Man, listen, I'm a poor kid from Egypt. I never thought I'll be here today. I could never dreamt to have anything I have, and I just have a gratitude, and I'm very grateful what I have.
Yeah. How did you keep that mindset with all the success? Was it hard battling your ego?
No, man, it's just going to the gym and training with these guys, getting beat up, and that will humble you.
Yeah, you get humbled every day, probably, right?
I get humbled every day.
I was looking up your Wikipedia. You fought for a bit too.
A little bit. I was not a great fighter. I just kind of, and that's why I made a lot of mistakes as a fighter, right? And that's I tried not to make this mistake as a manager. Just to make sure my guys have the right moment, the right time. And when I have 3 fights, I fought a guy have 30 fights. I have no business fighting this guy, right? But in a way, now I slowly try to build guys, be smart about their career, about their growth and stuff like that.
Right. So you thought you could beat him, but he had so much experience that.
So I have a manager who offered me $25,000 to fight somebody in Japan who's a legend. I flew to Japan, fought him, and I lost.
Damn. But you needed the money at the time, so.
I really thought I'll beat him.
Okay.
Listen. I have a mindset. I think I still am old. I can beat people who are professional fighters. Maybe it's delusional, but this is my mindset. It's a winner mindset.
All it takes is one good move, one good punch, one good counter, right?
You never know.
You never know.
Go on me or on him.
Right. What do you think of Sean Strickland? He's been pretty viral.
Man, it's like, listen, he said some stuff, I kind of, I agree with, and he said a lot of stuff, I don't agree with. But I think Sean has come a long way. He's a good fighter, and he keep winning fights. He keep winning fights. You can't deny him. He's a bad fighter. About his personality, he's just a little bit different.
Yeah, he's an interesting one to me because he doesn't have good mind control, right? His emotions, but he's able to really perform well. Maybe he speaks his mind, but I think he's very smart. I think he's calculated. I think he's calculated, and I think he never talked. But when he start talking, people start buying into it, right? And he piss people off, and he make other people happy. And long as people listening, it's good. Yeah. What qualities do you see in all the champions? Do you see anything similar?
Everybody's different, man. You got the Habib crew, you got the Umar, the Habib, the Osman, and you got the Henry Cejudo, the Kamaru, Osman. They're different. Everybody's so different, man. It's so diverse. UFC, almost 30, 40 countries have guys from,
Yeah.
And it's just, and it's growing, it's keep growing. UFC is almost in 178 countries around the world, right?
That's incredible.
And the sport is growing the sport only been around for 30 years, and it's already massive.
can you imagine in the next 20 years how big the sport will be?
It's going to be huge. They're already doing a fight a week or something, right?
Every week is a fight.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much of it is just natural talent versus work ethic in your experience?
Listen, talent is always good, but hard work could beat talent every day. A lot of guys who's talented, but they're lazy. A lot of guys who's not very talented, but they work hard. And they will always beat the talented guys. But also have some talented guys who can train hard, because a lot of guys talented, they depend on their talent, right?
Right.
But talent can carry so much. But but you have to put talent with hard work.
You need both.
You have to.
Yeah. John Jones, right?
He's talented.
He doesn't work hard.
No, it's like he's just a different guy, man. John Jones should have been like Michael Jordan. He should have been such a massive star, but he demised himself. Taking PED, getting car accidents, driving drunk, going to jail. But who I am to judge? He's a human being. He's still one of the greatest of all the time. I can't take this away from him. But he have some stuff in front of his name is always going to be there.
Yeah. Well, back then it was more common, right, to take stuff like 20 years ago?
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
He was not coming.
Oh, really?
He got busted. He got busted for it.
Oh, I thought a lot of the fighters, like early on in the UFC, were taking.
Yeah, but John Jones was not fighting 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 10, 15.
Like he got busted 2 times. Yeah, but I don't know what he took. I don't get into these things, but when it comes to like Barry Bond, right? He was not in the Hall of Fame for a long time because I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame.
I think they took it away.
Yeah.
Same with A-Rod too.
And I think if you use any performance enhanced, you should not be in the Hall of Fame. You should not be considered one of the greatest.
Wow.
In my opinion, for sure.
Dang.
Because you cheated.
What about Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia, the things he took is Austrian. Austrian is some supplement. I think is a mistake.
Okay.
I like Ryan Garcia. I think he's a little bit out there. I think this is an accident because I know this happened to a lot of guys.
Really?
This Australian thing is in a lot of supplement, and people take the supplement and make mistakes.
Yeah, they found out those 2 supplements actually had it in it, so that might clear him. We'll see.
He will get a little punishment, but not much.
Yeah. Do you follow boxing at all?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of your fighters want to transition into that eventually?
Not really, honestly.
Really?
No.
Because the money's really good in it, right?
Yeah, but in a way, like, you can't bring an MMA fighter to boxing. You can't take a boxer to MMA. It's very hard. It's completely different sports.
Yeah, well, Usman held his own for a bit.
Kamaru Usman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
He's the greatest welterweight of all the time.
Wow.
That's what Dana said, and that's what I believe.
Damn.
I think he bypassed Georges St. Pierre, bypassed all those guys.
Love that, man. Well, what do you got working on next, and where can people find you?
Man, people can find me just Instagram, Ali Abdelaziz, 000. I believe by the next year, I'm making some prediction. Magomed Ankalaev will become the UFC light heavyweight champion. I believe Kayla Harrison will be, she's the #1 contender, but she'll be the next UFC heavyweight champion. I believe Omar, Habib's brother, will be the UFC bantamweight champion. And I have a lot of champions, and I believe Bilal Muhammad will beat Leon Edwards in London, and he'll become UFC lightweight champion this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love it, man. We'll see if it comes true. I can see it.
Yeah. Listen, this is what I predict. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but my prediction all the time comes true.
Yeah? You got to start betting, putting some money behind these.
I don't bet. I can't bet.
Yeah, you probably can. You know too much. Thanks for coming on, man.
It's my pleasure, bro.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, as always. See you next time.